Kapalbhati is not a pranayama, it is a kriya, it is a cleansing practice, and it helps to clear your nasal channels as well as your nostrils and your lungs. So, Kapalbhati helps to expel some of the accumulated toxins in your lungs. And Kapala means the skull or the forehead, and Bhati is to shine. Those who do Kapalbhati get a nice glow to their face, and it also helps to lose weight and helps to trim the abdomen. Kapalbhati should not be done by those who suffer from heart disease or hypertension or hernia. And pregnant women should not do too much of Kapalbhati. You should not do too much of Kapalbhati. I've heard of people doing Kapalbhati for 500 strokes. Now, that is not good at all. So, let's try to understand why it's not good to do so much of Kapalbhati. So, a normal person would breathe for 15 to 18 times in 1 minute. So, when we do Kapalbhati, we are interfering with that breathing process and we are tweaking it. So, we are regulating it and we are teaching the body to breathe for more number of times within that 1 minute. So, to begin with, we can do it for about 20 times in a minute. So basically, you will be sitting upright and you can sit in any comfortable sitting position. I'm sitting in Siddhasana with my toes of my foot tucked between the thigh and the calf of the other leg, and the heel is turned upwards. So this is a good sitting position for meditation of a pranayama. Now you start with an inhalation, and then you pull your abdomen in at the exhalation. So basically, this is the movement. You can, if you're a beginner, you can keep your hand here, breathe in, breathe out. Focus on this and keep on doing this in a continuous manner. Let's start. So you would do, if you're a beginner, you would do about 20 of these in a minute. And this also applies for people who have hypertension or hernia. They can do it really slowly in this pattern, 20 strokes in a minute. Now, if you are healthy and you do not have any of the conditions I mentioned, which is hypertension or heart disease or hernia, or if you're not pregnant, you can go for 30 in a minute, which is also a slightly speeded up pattern. Let's try this. Inhale. Let's go for 30. Now, I haven't kept a stopwatch, so I don't really know if we've done 30 in 1 minute, but I wanted to emphasize that you do it slowly. Now, as you progress, you can do 60 in a minute, so it will be slightly faster like this. This way, you can count 60 exhalations and do them in a minute. As you progress, you can go for 90 in a minute, or you can go for 110 or 120 in a minute. Now, doing about 120 in a minute is a good place to reach, and that is something that you will achieve, say, after a month if you are starting today. So, for now, you should do only about 20 strokes in a minute and do them really slowly. Sit with your back upright. Start with an inhalation. So this is the speed that you will follow. The focus is on the exhalation. Exhalation is active, inhalation is passive, and at the exhalation, we are trying to take the belly button towards the spine. So you're pulling inwards, and when that happens, Automatically, the diaphragm, which is a dome-shaped muscle here, that is pushed by the abdomen going in, the diaphragm is pushed up. The diaphragm in turn pushes on the lungs, at the bottom of the lungs, and the lungs exhale out the air. So this is the process of Kapalabhati, and please try it following all the safety measures, and do this on an empty stomach early in the morning or in the evening. You should have had your last meal 3 hours before you try Kapalbhati, and your stomach should be empty. Try and sit in an upright position wearing loose, comfortable clothes, and you can practice Kapalbhati. Thank you so much for watching and practicing this with me. I'll see you again.